Wait a minute. I know who you are.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know who I am. Sorry, you don't know who I am. I'm Dave. Nice to meet you. I'm David Freihay. Can I put you on the...
Let's go.
All right. I know you from the interwebs. Who are you? I'm joking. I know who you are.
I saw you on the internet, worldwide, you know?
Yeah. It's so weird meeting politicians who have been vilified in real life. It's surprisingly normal.
Really normal, like a real person.
Almost like a real person.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Whose show are you going on?
I'm going to do my own show. Yes, so I'm actually going live on Rumble. Actually, it's right here behind me. If you text RNC to 80306, you can get updates, and I will be live at 4 p.m. Central. And I'm looking forward to that. I think we have Jack Posbey coming on. We may have Andrew Colbey from Turning Point USA joining us. It's going to be exciting. But anyway, for those of you who may not know,
sorry, I ambushed you like this.
Congresswoman Lauren Boebert from Colorado. It's great to be here at the convention. It is electric, and it's amazing to be here in the Rumble studio. Y'all brought the DC studio here to Milwaukee.
This is what I thought. The quartering behind me was going live and had Lauren as a guest. I was like, that's awesome. But you're doing your own show from here.
Yes.
What are you talking about today? I mean, the obvious things?
Oh, yes. We're going to talk all about the obvious things. We are going to talk about the convention and what's going on here, who's here, what people are saying, what they're experiencing. And then, of course, we will be talking about the near tragic event of the almost assassination of President Trump.
This is the question I've been asking is, there has to be political and potentially legal consequences to this, and not just sweep it under the rug. Oh, a lapse of security. What are people within politics with the power to do something? What are you talking about doing, and what's on the table?
Yes, well, I just got off a member briefing with Director Cheadle from Secret Service. We had Christopher Wray with the FBI on there, and we had others who were on there as well, answering some of our questions, not all of them. Only a couple of members were able to ask questions. We will have a classified briefing when we get back to DC next week. There are many, many questions that need answers. Some were cleared up. For instance, it was said that the house was suspiciously clean, that Crooks lived in. The home his parents own, and actually it was confirmed that they were hoarders. And it was a very disgusting place. So there's a lot of misinformation that's going on, but also there are answers that we have not received from the FBI because it's an ongoing investigation, but we're going to continue to get to the bottom of this because there needs to be accountability. And I have legislation to remove funding from Director Cheadle. She has admitted that this was a failure, and she has told us all that the buck stops with her. If she could not perform the task of keeping President Trump safe, she has no business being in that role, and she can go back to monitoring Pepsi and Doritos.
Well, if she says we'll make sure it never happens again, as though it's someone left the front door open and the dog got out of the house. It's the most egregious lapse of security if you want to believe it's incompetence. The parents were hoarders. Were the parents also therapists or something from the news?
I don't know that information yet.
People have been floating the idea of a second shooter. I presume you don't have any information on that?
They said that they have no signs of outside involvement, additional involvement other than the assassin himself. But the DOJ, the FBI, they investigate themselves all the time, and we never really get any answers, and they say nothing to see here.
So Christopher Wray, their best explanation right now is it was just a lapse in security, and that's the story they're running with.
Yes, that local law enforcement were in charge of this building outside of the perimeter. This building is a building that should have been secure. They knew that there needed to be snipers. Local law enforcement were supposed to have snipers on top of the building, and then instead they were, I believe, on the second floor inside of the building. Either way, they were inside of the building, but there was no follow-up from Secret Service to confirm why they were not on top of the building and why they were only inside. So that is a lapse in oversight failure from the Secret Service who was overseeing that event. But there were questions that I wanted to ask. The time ran out. I want to ask if the ladder was used, if the ladder was already present, if it was stationed there, why was it there? I want to know how he was identified. There are rumors floating around that he did not have ID, that they did a DNA test on him to prove his identity. I don't know.
I think a DNA takes a little more time than that.
Exactly. So these are the rumors that are floating around.
It's wild.
I'd like to hear heard from them.
The question was, there's also rumors that the sniper who took out the shooter has been put on administrative leave or suspended. Do you have any news on the name of the guy and whether or not he's been fired, as some are saying?
Not yet. There are Secret Service agents that I would like to get in before the Oversight Committee, or at least in a classified briefing. I know that there are some higher-ups who are asking for whistleblowers. And these are Secret Service agents that have communicated that they have been asked to be whistleblowers. I don't have any information if they have agreed to or have any information that they believe would be essential or not. But there may be some that come out in the future. So whatever information I receive, I'm certainly happy to provide that to the American public.
Amazing, Lauren. I'm sorry that I ambushed you. I took for granted. You know who I am. I'm Viva Fry. I'm David Fry. I'm on the internet, but thank you very much for taking the time.
Thank you.
All right, have a good show. See you soon. Okay, I got to introduce myself in the future. All right, people, have a good one.